everyone. Welcome to Differences Demystified. This program is created to help you improve your English by distinguishing the differences in vocabulary, grammar, usage, and pronunciation. This program is brought to you for free by Duolingo e-learning. Our lesson today is about the differences of a, an versus the versus no article. First of all, let's have a look at the differences between a and an. A and an are indefinite articles. When you use a or an, you mean non-specific persons, animals, or things. For example, a chair, an orange. An is used before a vowel, normally words starting with A, E, I, O, U. These are the 5 vowel letters in the English alphabet. However, when we look at the rule for A and N, we base on the sounds, not just the letters. Let's have a look at more examples to take in this rule. An elephant, an ice cream, an umbrella. As you can see, elephant starts with the letter E and the sound is E. Ice cream starts with the letter I and the sound is I. Umbrella starts with the letter U and the sound is A. All of them are vowel sounds. Be careful, sometimes you see a word starting with a consonant letter, but the actual sound is a vowel sound. For example, the word hour. The starting letter is H, but H is silent. That's why the first sound is hour. It's a vowel sound, that's why we use an hour. Let's have a look at another example, university. This word starts with the letter U, but it is pronounced with Y at the beginning. And it is a consonant sound. That's why we use the article a university. The article a is used before a consonant sound. For example, a mouse, a candle. Please note that a and an are only used with singular countable nouns. Don't use a, an with one. For example, we say one computer or a computer, not a one computer. Let's now have a look at the pronunciation of a and an. Perhaps from the beginning of the lesson, you may wonder why I pronounce a and an quite unusually, because normally you hear people say a and an. In fact, a and an have 2 forms. They are called strong form and weak form. The strong form of a is a, of course, and its weak form is a. For example, a machine, a fire. The strong form of an is an, and its weak form is an. For example, an item, an orange. I hope this makes clear to you why I say a, an, instead of a, an. It's now time for the. The is a definite article. It is used with specific nouns. When you use the, you want to mean the specific persons, animals, or things. Let's have a look at the picture here. If you say the woman, you want to mean this specific woman, not any other women. The is used with all kinds of nouns. Countable nouns, uncountable nouns, singular nouns, and plural nouns. For example, the house, the wind, the invitation, the forests. Again, when you say the house, you want to mean this specific house. And the same for the invitation, you want to mean this invitation, not another one. Let's have a look at the pronunciation of the. Just the same way as a and, the also has strong and weak forms. The strong form of the is the, and the weak form is the. The pronunciation of the changes depending on the sound that go after it. Specifically, it is pronounced as the when it goes before a vowel sound. For example, the aubergine, the iguana. It is pronounced as the when it goes before a consonant sound. For example, the shelf, the uniform. There are cases where we don't use any articles before a noun. In the next part, we are going to learn about a rule when not to use an article. First, let's have a look at the examples. I'm thirsty. I want to drink water. Have you bought Sue and Joe birthday presents? You can see that there are no articles before water and birthday presents because we want to talk about them in general. So then, we get the rule for not using an article. No article only happens before non-specific nouns and uncountable or plural nouns. Here are more examples. We used to have enough petrol to reach the village. Petrol here has no article because we want to talk about petrol in general. And it's an uncountable noun, we cannot say a petrol. Businesses encountered great difficulties when COVID-19 emerged. Businesses here are general because we don't want to mean any specific business. That's why there is no article. Here's a small exercise to help you practice what we have learned. For each of the sentence, fill in the gaps with an appropriate article. If it needs no article, just put a cross. Sentence 1. I don't like horror films. And the answer is, I don't like horror films. In this sentence, we talk about horror films in general. That's why there is no article before it. Sentence 2. He has dog and cat. They always fight each other. The answer is, he has a dog and a cat. They always fight each other. Here we talk about dog and cat in general, and they are singular countable nouns. That's why we use a dog and a cat. Sentence 3. I really enjoyed the party yesterday. The answer is, I really enjoyed the party yesterday. The speaker here wants to refer to the specific party she went to yesterday. That's why she used the article the party. Sentence 4. This is a news report. The victims of the hurricane need food, clean water, medicine, and shelter. The answer is, the victims of the hurricane need food, clean water, medicine, and shelter. In this case, we don't want to mean any specific food, clean water, medicine, and shelter. That's why we use no article before them. Sentence 5. That was quite a nice surprise. And the answer is, that was quite a nice surprise. Sentence 6. Have you found 3 suspects of murder? And the answer is, have you found the 3 suspects of the murder? This sentence may be spoken by a lawyer or an investigator who are doing investigation about the 3 suspects of the murder, and they want to mean specific suspects and specific murder. That's why they say the 3 suspects of the murder. Here's the summary of what we have learned. A and an are indefinite articles. The is a definite article. And in the case of no article, there is no article with it, of course. A and an are used with non-specific nouns, while the is used with specific nouns. No article is the same as a and an. They are used with non-specific nouns. A and an are used with singular countable nouns, while the is used with all kinds of nouns. No article is used with uncountable nouns or plural nouns. Before we finish our lesson today, let's get to know about a few ways to refer to specific persons, animals, or things. First, you can use the article the. For example, the account was blocked due to sex abuse. Secondly, you can use determinants like this, that, these, those. For example, these games are full of violence. The third way, you can use possessive adjectives. For example, how are your parents? They're all fine, thanks. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you find this video useful. Don't forget to subscribe to get more updates. Goodbye. Until next time.